following show may shock, disturb, and offend some viewers. The opinions, theories, and facts shared on this podcast are not widely accepted by the brainwashed masses, especially those who find dark humor offensive. Viewer discretion is advised.
Jeffrey Dahmer soaked in blood. The Unabomber blowing up. Waco, Texas, and Heaven's Gates. Aliens modified, meant for apes. JFK shot in the head by the CIA. Bigfoot and the Mothman. Son of Sam talking to dogs again. Witches, ghosts, and goblins. Mysterious noise and hauntings. Dark arts in the skull and bones. Most celebrities are probably cloned. So if you're feeling all alone, crack a beer and get stoned. I welcome you to the podcast Strange Brew. We're here to entertain you. We're here to entertain you.
It's about to get strange.
Yo!
It definitely is.
What type of shoes does a pedo wear?
I don't know.
White Vans.
Wow.
You like it was good.
I like
That's
it.
a good
That was
one.
good. That was a good one. Okay. Technical difficulties, everybody that's watching the live. Sorry, Billy broke his mic.
It's fucking annoying. So I can't even. It's very Jimmy rigged right now.
It's just fucking scotch taped.
It's holding. We're good.
Your green screen thing is all sorts of fucked up.
Oh, it's not my green screen. I'm off green screen. That's just my wall.
Yes. Sorry, everybody. Yes, Billy. I'm like, get this thing.
I gave it a go.
Yes, he got a really good Rode mic, and then he snapped the base of it, and then I got him to get a mic arm that was reviewed well, but it just is like this, like it's supposed to go like above his head, I guess. It just looks stupid, and yeah, now you're in a true crime. I guess it is technically a crime.
Yeah.
Welcome back, everybody, to the show. Welcome back, White Vans. That was great. Yes.
Thanks. See, Tom doesn't appreciate fuck all.
I know, it's man. Every time, like it just seems like every time we're trying to do anything, something happens. Let us know how our mics sound. I tried to turn Billy down a bit. I'm sure because his mic is just super loud.
Fucking turn you down.
I autoed it. Audio.
Is that better?
Sure, I think so.
Sure.
So hopefully we get that fixed. So. You know, I said, we're going to get into this stuff. It's hot right now, the Epstein stuff. I actually, before I got into this one, I was like, I do have an episode about Epstein's connection to Israel and the Jays, as they say. But maybe we'll save that for another day because there's big allegations and connections. Okay, everything sounds good. That's good. Okay, let's roll on. And I said as we're going to do these episodes, I've made a bunch of fun songs about the show. So while I crack my very high percentage beer, it's 14%. So that's fun. So let's get into this song.
Juice boxes. Oh, nice. Dude. I love this.
In the mic, cracked a bottle of vodka, said fuck it, alright. Hit record with no clue, no notes, no plan. Just me in a chair with a cigarette and a can. Started yelling about aliens and ritual blood. How the Rothschilds drink babies in a Saturn Cove club. Was it trying to teach? Was it trying to preach? Just ranting like a drunk who never left the beach. A beer in his hand, said let's talk Casey. I fucking can't stand plans. Started dropping jokes that were racist as shit, but we laughed our asses off. We're comedians, bitch. He'd crawl through attics just to find his stash. extra than Billy says Hitler escaped to a salsa club in Malta. It was chaos, raw, and it somehow worked. We were funny, fucked up, and deeply berserk. Didn't try to be clean, didn't aim for woke. We joked about cults and a priest on coke. Wait, are we recording? No idea, but I'm 4 beers in and I just Googled how to kill a skinwalker. Perfect, that's our episode.
Perfect.
It's
No, okay, that's enough. I get it. This AI stuff, honestly, this is gonna last a while, isn't it?
Yeah, I got a ton of ideas. I just released the. I don't want to give it away because I don't know what I'm gonna say. People will think it's real. I hope it sounds really real. I released that Red Ensign Remains album. I got another one coming already on deck with a lot more songs, and it's essentially to push against a lot of the anti-white stuff. Is what I'm using it for, as essentially, like I've said before, propaganda from the government is bad, but if you can politicize things to use, that's why I'm like, if I can use AI to convey a message and then kind of implant these thoughts into people's heads, and a lot of the songs are like catchy and slap hard. You can find it on Spotify, Apple Music. I'm gonna make a YouTube. It's already on YouTube on its own.
Are you allowed to put this stuff on Apple Music?
Yeah, I created it from my own brain.
You can? It feels like you're not. I know, but like it feels.
It's from my head.
It's cheating.
It's from my head. I tell it exactly what I want it to do. Break it down how I want the music. Look up Red Ensign Remains. It's pretty wild, and I got another one. The first album is called The Reign of the Red Ensign, and then the second one, I think I'm going to call it The Great Replacement, just for the fact that it is funny, right? They're like, it's a conspiracy theory. You're not being systematically replaced, and then anyone that goes anywhere in Canada, Ireland, Scotland, UK, it's like, just deny your reality, deny your eyes. Flooding countries with millions of Indians and other foreign diasporas of people. And it's just funny because they're like telling you it's conspiracy theory. Well, if you just go to any major city and now even smaller towns and you just look around, like I went to the mall in not really a huge city, just a small city and stuff and there was just fucking 2 Muslim women, foreigners speaking, like everyone's speaking foreign languages. It's... If you just look around.
See, that's funny racism.
Well, man, it's
Jeets.
Jeetery. Epstein, obviously, all this stuff is coming out and connections with Trump, all these people that were, diehard Trumpers and all these, things of like, he said he was going to release the list and all like, so I want to talk about it because I'm like, why not? I was debating on what we should do. And
which is why the outfit too.
You're gonna go to Little St. James Island?
We're going on the beach. And look, I got the shorts. Oh, it doesn't work with the green screen. The shorts matching.
Billy's not wearing any shorts. He's just trying to blink at his dick. And it is crazy because like I've said since the beginning, you can go back in the show. There was a really old episode when Trump got in, and I knew he would. For like in 2016 or whatever. And I remember listening to him on Alex Jones and all that stuff. And I was like, I remember coming to the restaurant and being like, where I worked at when I was a chef, and they're like, oh, here he goes. I'm like, I told you he'd get in. People wanted something different. And then everyone was convinced that he was going to save them, which they do with all political parasites. And everyone thought he was outside of the system. Clearly he's not. Clearly he abides to somebody and obeys somebody. And some people, you might say, with the little hats. And the thing is, and then in literally last year, 2024, he was like, we're going to release the list. Oh, that one chick said they have it on the table. You know what I mean? And then they now are being like, this is fucking crazy. That now he's just like, why are you talking about this?
I know you've urged people to move on, but I'm curious, why do you think your supporters in particular have been so interested in the Epstein story and so upset about how it's been handled?
I don't understand it. Why they would be so interested. He's dead for a long time. He was never a big factor in terms of life. I don't understand what the interest or what the fascination is. I really don't. And the credible information's been given. Don't forget, we went through years of the Mueller witch hunt and all of the different things, the Steele dossier. which was all fake. All that information was fake. But I don't understand why the Jeffrey Epstein case would be of interest to anybody. It's pretty boring stuff. It's sordid, but it's boring. And I don't understand why it keeps going. I think really only pretty bad people, including fake news, want to keep something like that going. But credible information, let them give it. Anything that's credible, I would say let them have it.
What's credible, Trump? And no,
It's
the
fake
anti-white
news.
agenda is not funny. That's for sure. It's not a funny subject.
He was laughing about that.
Billy was laughing about the Jeets. That's what he was laughing about.
Oh, yeah. Eat the Jeets.
Yeah, Bondi or whatever that chick. Maybe she would step up with the new Obama stuff. And it's so crazy. Like, he's just like, why are you paying attention to it? Don't pay attention to it. Like, I can't do a Trump, but he's like, it's crazy. I was like, why are they so obsessed with this? It's because he's a child trafficking. It's probably way worse, you know, like the murder death island dungeons and under the thing, whatever. There's a lot of speculation about what was going on there. And
what's under the dungeons murder?
So on
thing?
the island, there was supposedly like so it was just like a utility shack.
Oh,
I have
okay.
the video of the guy talking about it. It's in this No, it's not that one. But like a guy, I don't know if I have the video, but a guy was talking about how there is like, that was like a utility shack, and underneath it, people said they saw like hands of kids coming up. So there's like underground. Yeah, there's some it's definitely an underground. There's stuff with inside of that, the little island thing. Where is that? Do you want to bring it up? Bring up his island.
Me? Sure.
Yeah. Yes, we are. Well, I know, and that's why it's so funny. Remember, too, Kash Patel's wife is an Israeli intelligence officer, obviously. And it's like, oh, yeah, put an Indian in charge of national security, and he's really going to give you the truth. And the thing is, why it's being brought up and, like, why we're talking about this is because it's important. If these people exist and they are doing these horrific things to children, they should be held accountable. Yeah, Little St. James Island. See that? The building.
Why do they all look? Oh, okay, that one looks kind of the same.
The Ellen background. That's from Ellen's show.
Oh.
Well, it is. That's that's the one I'm talking about. Go up.
Oh, that one?
That, like, well, if you look at Ellen DeGeneres, background on her show that she did, it looked just like this. So supposedly that was just like a utility shack, but underneath it, there's underground tunnels. So, and this is the thing, why we're talking about it and why we're doing this and stuff like that is because it's important. Because if these people do exist and they're not held accountable, like, what is Ghislaine Maxwell in jail for then? If there's no list and, it's just, he was just one guy doing this. No, because it implicates everybody. Did it fall?
It fell.
You touched it, though.
Nope.
Are you sure? Ghislaine had, I can still hear you, a sub license. There was definitely some submarine shit going on. Yeah, I heard that at Epstein Island. Rachel Handler's Twitter from 2011 posted pics of a CCTV screen tagged from Little St. James showing this. Yeah, there's scuba diving. There's obviously, according to a lot of the things that I've researched and looked into, they use the underground all the time. That's part of, even when I had, what was that guy, Stephen... I never remember his name.
Don't touch it.
He was talking about like how, like, even in the protocols, the Elders of Zion, they talk about how they'll like go into the underground. No one can see, yeah, because you're on green screen. Yes, it's taped. We can all see. It's like
didn't even touch it. Didn't even fucking touch it. Didn't even touch it. It's just gonna stay on the ground. We're good.
Okay. Jesus Christ. This
That's
is what
where it
we
stays.
do here.
I just watched it like slowly move.
We are not professional. We need to fix this. Pay us money. Hey, everybody.
You may get this particular brand. And
that Rode mic is great. It's not my fault. You have iron grip from jerking off too much.
It's bullshit.
He's at a real crime scene. If it fits, it sits. Yes. So like, that's why I wanted to bring this up, because obviously like all these like MAGA people and the people still supporting him after all this time, you want the Epstein files? We want the Epstein files. You want the JFK files? No, the Epstein files. You want to send more funds to Ukraine? No, the Epstein aliens. And then he's like, the MLK files. Well, you know.
It's like, oh, okay, maybe those ones too.
Martin Luther King was a cultural Marxist communist. So, yes, you have an iron fist, Billy. I'm just gonna I'll display the chats this so you guys can see them while they come up. Yeah,
I thought this was public for everybody.
Yeah, it is wild. Like the fact that there's so much people supporting Trump still, and the thing is, like I've said from the beginning, like there's an episode way back in the day when that I was gonna bring up that he first when he first got elected, and me and you were talking about it, and we're like, you have a choice between this pedophile and that pedophile, talking about like Trump and Biden. And because I was like, I said between this old man and this, like making jokes about this stuff, because I've always thought that it doesn't matter which box you check mark. They're going to install who they want, you know?
Kind of the same thing anyway.
Yeah, a lot of those, like MLK was a communist. Malcolm X was probably pretty legit though, and he believed, I think, in creating their own nation and stuff like that. Welcome everybody. Yeah, so let's just get into this. We'll show another clip implicating Trump, and by that statement that he made, that was like an omission of guilt to me. To be like, no, it's fine. Why are you talking about it? Stop talking about it.
It's all fake news. If you want to bring me something credible, I'll listen.
What's credible to him?
That's what I mean. Yeah. Like I was actually kind of thinking that, like, I guess if it was on, does he like a certain news network? He hates all news.
Yeah. Cause
if he says it, it's credible. That's the line.
Well, now everyone's turning their back on him. Like even like Nick Fuentes. I actually do like Mark Dice. I got 2 of his books.
Okay.
And Mark Dice, I read his Illuminati Fact or Fiction, but I got his book about the war on conservatism, and then there's one about like the dark side of Hollywood, and even Mark Dice is starting to turn on him. Yeah, all these these boomers that are supporting this, and it's true. Politics is like wrestling, right? So you know you have this. Oh, you know, just Trump hanging out with Jeffrey Epstein, and you know. This just got released, I'm pretty sure. And it's fine, of course it's CNN that released it. You gotta unmute your mic, buddy. I don't know, there's no volume, but
look how young he looks.
I know. But he's hanging out with them. There's no way he wasn't like there is some stories that we'll get into. Yeah, of course. Like, what do you expect, man? All these people are the same, and they're only in a position of power because they allow them to be there, obviously. And now, obviously, people are talking about a lot of these things. Like, this is him at his wedding, and so Jeffrey Epstein, Edward Epstein, wasn't just another Wall Street shark. He was a mystery with a passport full of secrets. A man who went from teaching math at Dalton School to managing billions for some of the world's most powerful elites seemingly overnight. A man owned the private jets named the Lolita Express and private islands rumored to be playgrounds for the pedophilic rituals. A man with photographs of Bill Clinton in a blue dress hanging in his Manhattan mansion. You heard about that, right?
Mm-hmm.
You want to look that up while I read this? Look up Bill Clinton in a dress painting. In his Manhattan mansion. Surveillance cameras hidden in every room and connections to intelligence agencies across multiple countries. When he was arrested in 2019 on a federal charges of sex trafficking minors, the world braced for a reckoning. Names would be named, maybe. Deals were going to be exposed. But then he died. Or did he?
Is it bad? I kind of want this in my house.
Is this supposed to be?
Oh my god, I'd pay money for that.
I could make that for you.
Can you please?
That's crazy. Yeah, so check that out. Like, you know, and he has that in his mansion, and it's like the Podesta stuff with like he's got like kids chained to a wall, and it's pretty gross once you start to like look at this stuff and research it. And I was just doing research for the Finders cult, and it's it's so crazy, man. Some of the stuff, and of course, it all goes back to I can't do that.
Oh
What's
my
God. Nahavagila. Yeah, it's all these blackmailing operations. That's how. People have to understand. That's how the political system runs. Is on blackmail. You're not going to get in position of power unless they have something on you. And then obviously the person running our country is clearly connected with his photos with Ghislaine Maxwell, Mark Carney. Like clearly this guy he's been around these circles of people for a very long time, and you can't tell me that he's not a kid fucker. He 100% is. That's why they put him in a position of power, because they can blackmail him. I don't like Pierre. I think he's a parasite. He makes millions of dollars. He's rich off of doing nothing, essentially, playing political theater. But I agree with Jeremy McKenzie where he's probably not a pedo. That's all kind of good you can say about him. Les Wexner.
That's a pretty good thing to say, though, just to be the devil's advocate there. It's not bad.
Yeah, it's wild. So on August 10th, 2019, Epstein was found dead in his cell in the Metropolitan Correctional Center, MCC, in Manhattan.
Was it that long ago?
Yeah,
Why does it feel like crazy? It was 2 years ago?
COVID happened and the whole world flipped on its head, man. That's definitely what it seems like.
It was before COVID?
Just around COVID. So
my
Epstein dies,
so
and then
wrong on
all
this.
then COVID and the clot shot and all these things, and then and then really legitimately, like they've been flooding people in the country for a while, but definitely after COVID, they opened the gates.
I am King Tut or King Trout, sorry.
Yes, Billy's gonna take a vacation to Little St. James Island. So the official ruling. The official ruling, suicide by hanging. But there's a thing. The circumstances read like a script for a cover-up. Removed from suicide watch, despite a previous incident in which Epstein was found injured and semi-unconscious. He was inexplicably taken off suicide watch just days later. Guards fell asleep. 2 guards tasked with checking him every 30 minutes both claimed to have fallen asleep. They falsified logs to cover up their absence. Cameras failed. 2 separate cameras outside of his cell mysteriously malfunctioned that very night. No cellmate, despite protocol, Epstein was left alone in his cell. For a prisoner whose testimonies could topple titans, every safeguard failed simultaneously, and that does not happen by accident.
So the biggest question, right? The reason for the podcast is he still alive, or did somebody want him dead bad enough because they did worse than what he did?
Well, did you hear about like how the FBI was like, we're releasing the jail tapes, like the security footage from inside of the prison, but we have to edit it first, is what they said.
Why?
Yeah, isn't that crazy? They're literally like, this is what I've always said, right? They tell you out in the open what they're doing, and if we're
going to give you everything, and we're going to make sure you don't see what actually.
So check this out. Watch. Did you see it?
Go back.
Look at the timestamp.
Where
did 2 minutes go? Where did 2 whole minutes go?
Oh, it was 1 minute.
No, it's about 2 minutes. Yeah, about
a minute.
1. Yeah, 1 minute. So where did that go? What happened in that minute? In that one secure location that they're like, oh, we have to cut this. Like, that's crazy.
Maybe they were experimenting on animals and they found like a raccoon that has, I don't know, he's doing drugs. He's doing heroin.
You'll like this.
Footage is missing 1 minute. How convenient. Epstein case? Closed. Client list? Gone.
Very weird. I'll get that stupid. All these, like, go live to Kick, and then there's like, his door was down those stairs, down the hallway. It's like, it's crazy that like you cut out a minute, of maybe either his body being taken out or him walking out. It's just a glitch, right?
Yeah, but that's That's what I'm torn on. It's like he could be dead because he could have pissed off somebody way worse, and they'd be like, "No, all right, this guy's dying right now. Fuck him." Or
at one point around 10:45, you can see an orange uniform go up the stairs. You can barely see. Oh, weird. I try to look for some videos and stuff on X to kind of bring up, but X is a weird platform. I don't really like it, man. Everyone just argues with each other, and I'm like, and a lot of like bot accounts or fake people, and it's just like, it's crazy. Like you literally, to get a following on X, you literally have to spend your time arguing with a bunch of retards on the internet.
I kind of like it a little bit. It makes me smile.
Are you on there?
No, I just like arguing with people. I like it in person though, because I like to know I won it once we're done. Over the keyboard's bullshit, but
yeah, I know.
Take that back. He comes in from X.
I'm saying for people watching and appreciating the show on X is one thing, but for like, I posted about chemtrails and some boomers like, "Hey Grok, is this true?" And then Grok's like, "It's been disproven that chemtrails exist," or whatever. And I'm like, man, you're like asking AI to like give you factual information, saying that is a pre-programmed robot, essentially, like an intelligence that is can be. They admit all of it. Grok has ChatGPT. All of them admit that they can lie and they can be programmed to lie. So it's just like, and it's just some boomer conservative. Like, if you don't think that they're poisoning you with chemicals in the sky, I think you are mentally disturbed and probably have the IQ of a child. You can see it outside your window. He's like, "Those are contrails." And I was like, contrails dissipate. They don't make fucking etching and like hatch marks across your sky. And then all of a sudden there's a storm or there's this haze of chemicals. It's like people that don't believe that at this point and claim to be conservative and right wing. You're probably
well. Actually, wait a minute. What's I don't know why I never ever asked this question or thought about this before, and this could be totally stupid, but
yes,
you know what? Like people like you get even back in the 90s or whatever, people would get people on airplanes to write out like, "Will you marry me in the sky?" What are they using for that? Because obviously that's public knowledge. Hey, we're like, hey, you can do this. What are they using?
Some sort of smoke, because it does dissipate after time. It's some
no, but like it stays long enough that you could read it.
Yeah, like when Kenny versus Spenny, Jews, but when they were like, it's like who can piss off the most people. Actually, never mind. He drove around a plane. I thought he did in the sky, but he drove around a plane that says Jesus sucks. But he said it was for his friend Jesus.
Oh yeah, with the. Yeah. But like you can write out words.
I've never seen that though. I've only seen that in The Simpsons.
Actually, come to think of it, I have only seen it on TV too. I thought it was real.
Real. If arguing with retards was an Olympic sport, I'd be Michael Phelps. Yeah, it's just like I can't. I was so busy in my life. I can't stand to be like, well, this is like, it's so crazy. If people want to live in their fantasy land of pretend, then go ahead. So the official autopsy said suicide, but independent forensic pathologist Dr. Michael Baden, who observed the autopsy, publicly stated, "In my 50 years of practice, I've never seen 3 fractures in a suicide hanging. The evidence points to homicide."
Is that the evidence?
3 fractures.
Yeah.
That's weird.
Where?
Is someone like, you know, like I just picture someone's grabbing a rope and then kicking him on the back and just like, you know.
Oh, 3 fractures all on the neck and jaw?
Yeah. Yeah, like the neck. 3 fractures in the neck, I guess.
Oh, shit.
That's really weird. I've seen it in person, it dissipates, but it's cool. Oh, that's cool. People have like heart shapes over the thing. Yeah, it does dissipate. I've literally seen, like, chemtrails are very real. Me and Billy literally exposed this on an episode years ago.
I agree. I just wanted to know what it was when people write stuff. I just like, is that okay? Chemtrails at that point? Is that like we're all just accepting of? Oh, okay. He was writing a nice message for his girlfriend.
Injuries inconsistent with hanging. Fractured hyoid bone and thyroid cartilage are more typical of strangulation than self-inflicted hanging. Deep bruises on his neck that look like ligature marks, like somebody like garroted him.
You think it was a goon? Oh no, we think he's alive still.
Well, this is a debate, right? This is he dead? Is he alive? Obviously, a lot of people believe that somebody didn't want him to expose information, so they killed him. But if he was really in tight with this cabal of people, you know, then maybe he was like, you know, you get me out of there, give you some money, You know,
Would the lie be that deep, though, to say he died, he killed himself, but now people are disproving that he actually killed himself and he was murdered?
Yeah. And
but he's still alive? This is fucking wild.
It's the idea of like questioning what the official narrative is and what actually happened. It could, because realistically, they have faked people's death before. We'll debate about this when we get to this episode. I've had it written out for a while. But Tupac, right? There's debates that Suge Knight even admitted that he maybe paid a cop to fake Tupac's death, and then Tupac's autopsy, his whole body was like cut open, and they released the image or whatever, maybe to convince people. And even there's an LA coroner that said like we wouldn't release photos like that of him all like he's all like cut up, and there's like video of him like in his like makeup chair, and he's got like a slit throat, and he's like doing this, of like the idea of like makeup artists could fake an image of him all cut open, you know, to like prove to people that that's what was happening.
Well, no, but I've just meant like that's a deep argumentative lie, and that actually I don't like that, because if the idea is either he's dead or he's alive, but he died, but now the people that thought he was alive also went, no, he was actually murdered. So now there's like 3 avenues. So like
that's
really
what we're
gets
talking
you
about, bro.
It really gets you like, okay, I don't know what the fuck's going on anymore.
That's what we're talking about. What is it, you know? And then the body on the gurney. Leaked photos of Epstein's body was wheeled out. Earlobes appeared to be detached, where known Epstein photos show attached earlobes. So that's one thing. Can you look it up? Can you see if you can find his autopsy photo?
What do you mean detached earlobes?
So they do this where like they've noted this on stuff with Biden, and is he wearing a mask? Is it somebody else playing him? All that type of stuff. And you will see, right? Like my earlobes are detached, but there's people that earlobes are attached to their head. You understand?
Oh, I gotcha. Okay.
So
Epstein autopsy photos?
Yeah, with Eminem, your boy, how he may be a clone and stuff like that.
He's not. He's a good boy. Shut your mouth.
So and like maybe, right? Maybe earlobes appear detached, where Epstein's known photos show his lobes. Attached lobes. No structure appears broader. Even coloration and facial proportions seem off. Conspiracy. Was the body swapped? Was it a lookalike corpse used to fake his death, while the real Epstein was spirited away, maybe?
I can't find any photos. Oh, maybe I should turn safe shirts off.
Yeah, I should probably do that.
Uh-oh, retard alert!
Strange, though.
No, I still don't see anything.
Yeah, I don't think it matters if he's dead. I mean, the list is more important than anything. Yeah, and a lot of the stuff is just distraction. That's why I wanted to kind of bring this up and talk about it, because, like, the point is, if people like him aren't held accountable or people connected to him, what type of world are we living in where these people are controlling our governments and sit in the highest tiers of power, puppeting over the population of what we can do and not do? And like, if all of our governments are controlled by blackmailed, Jewish lizard people that consume child's blood, like, what are we doing here? What are we doing here?
We're trying to make money.
On this, I will stand, I will win, or I will die.
Yeah, it's just like everyone is an asset to this. So you couldn't find any, eh?
I couldn't find a single one. It just keeps giving me his photo. What search engines do you use? I know you use the other ones. Like what, DuckDuckGo? Is that still a thing?
Yes, Brave, DuckDuckGo. Brave is great.
DuckDuckGo. I haven't been on that.
You should probably download Brave. It's the only one that's actually probably legit.
You don't think DuckDuckGo is?
I've heard that people have leaked the list. I'm not entirely sure. But obviously, Justin Trudeau definitely went. Mark Carney definitely went. Trump was definitely there because, like, you're not hanging out with these people all the time in multiple photos with him, and you didn't know what was going on behind closed doors. Okay, that's like Meek Mills being like, no, P. Diddy didn't fuck me. And it's like, he definitely did. There's, like, audio recordings of you getting, like, railed in the butt by, Diddy.
Yeah.
And guess who owns all of the record companies? Do you know?
Jews.
Yes.
Dude, I can't find shit. I can't find a
Wow.
single photo.
That's so weird. So some believe Epstein's suicide was an extraction. He was too valuable, possibly an intelligence asset. Rather than silencing him, his handlers removed him. Some people use Yandex browser, but it's Russian, just so you know. I use
Some
Brave
people
if I'm
use
gonna use anything.
Yandex, bro. Can you type X, or I guess I could use Google Translate. I gotta type it in Russian. Maybe it'll give it to me.
Yandex isn't bad.
Russian
Where's Johnny?
to English.
He was too valuable, as we said. The Caribbean sightings. Rumors swirled online that Epstein had been spotted on his private island, Little St. James, after his reported death. Fishermen claimed to see security activity weeks later. You know what it'd be hilarious? Some fisherman's like, driving by, and it's Epstein in a dad stance just looking at his island. He's like, those fucking retards, they think I'm dead.
That's too funny.
Like wearing like the short cargo shorts and just like staring out from the island and be like, man, I still have those fucking 500 kids in my basement. So if Trump is afraid because of the list, maybe he's protecting Israel. Yeah. Or Trump is I think Trump, see this idea, he might not even be on the list. He might be protecting people that are on the list. There's all these implications, or he was maybe someone facilitating some of the blackmail operations from the top, maybe not really involved with it, but he's definitely covering up something. There's definitely something going on, like for sure. There's no way that he's not implicated after being, we're going to release the list. And then he's like, why the fuck are you talking about the list? He's dead now. And he said something like what he just said about like, he was not important to life or something. It's like, what are you talking about? If someone like Jeffrey Epstein exists and we know about it, imagine the stuff that we don't know about. There's definitely more than one island. There's definitely more than one place where this happens. There's probably land, people think it's like behind the ice wall or whatever, but there's definitely islands and land out there that they probably control. There's a Rothschild Island, I've heard, and nobody has been there. Nobody knows where it is. Like, these powerful people and this cabal that has been orchestrating all of these things for literally probably hundreds of years at this point, and maybe there's whatever dark force is puppeting all of these people, because these people I wouldn't consider human, right? Like I've always pointed the reptilian thing. There's obviously a darker energy that exists in this reality that could be puppeting these people if you're doing acts like this. Like if you were literally... despite what people think online and the world that they exist in and they live in fairy tales of make-believe, but like I believe that adrenochrome is a real thing. I believe there's theories behind all of that they essentially need that to survive here, these darker energies. Who knows? And then you also, you got Nick Fuentes, Tucker Carlson, like you have all these mainstream people, Ian Coral now talking about this stuff. Like people like that, before were towing the line for Trump, and now they're being like, oh, this Israel stuff is really weird,
I can't find a thing.
Weird. That's so weird.
I used Yandex and I typed it in Russian.
Yeah, there's definitely real evil in whatever form. Yeah, and that's why I'm like, I've seen shadow people, despite people can say, oh, you're just crazy, man. You're fucking crazy. No, I saw what I saw. I know what I saw. It scared the shit out of me. And there's definitely things like that exist. So I just think it's funny that people saw him on his island. The private jet logs, independent researchers claim Epstein linked aircraft made suspicious flights after August 2019. So there was flights going suspiciously, maybe to his island. I gotta get those kids out of there. There is they supposedly have
or everyone thought he was dead, so they're like, free vacation.
Yeah, I know. Some guy went to the island. He traveled there and filmed on it and stuff.
Oh yeah.
And he just went in the building. It's just empty, but there was this it looked like a hatch. God knows where. And like I said, in the Protocol Elders of Zion, it said they will utilize the underground. Once the Goyim rises up in pitchforks, they will utilize the underground and to essentially, that's why Israel has what the Samson option is?
Oh, that sounds familiar. I feel like you told me that before.
So if Israel's existence is threatened, they will nuke the world.
That's right. I knew I heard that one.
So it is so crazy. So they'd be like, we got the undergrounds, well, sneaky, a will disappear.
Are you mad at you? We're mad at you. You sure you want to do this?
You know, what's that saying? A tyrant will burn his nation to the ground and rule over the ashes. You know? So South African. No, we're not. That's the good Africa. South American safe havens. Fringe theories suggest that Epstein was relocated to Paraguay. I was like, why can't I say this, man? Sometimes just pronouncing anything is tough on the show. Argentina or Israel under a new identity. Of course, he was going to Israel. They literally protect pedos and like sex trafficking people, like monsters, essentially in Israel. If you are
we protect them here in Canada too.
Yeah, I know.
As long as they're immigrant.
Yeah, it's true. It's literally happening all the time. Tamara Lynch and Chris Barber are being the longest misfit trial, or the mischief trial, and they're gonna be maybe locked away or spend all this money for protesting in a corrupt government or whatever.
There's a bigger one. I'm surprised that hasn't come across your feed, if anything, because you're
Swedish
all over
guy?
this. No, he was an Indian man. He met up for the exact words. The exact words of this killed me in the news article. What he thought was a regular 15-year-old female, but turns out it was the police, and he wanted to give her $100 to fuck her, and they went to court and everything, and the judge basically went, you know what, if I convict him, it's going to ruin his citizenship chances. He's not going to be able to bring his wife over here. You know what, 3 years house arrest.
We live in a clown world,
we would
dude.
Die.
They deported some Swedish guy for talking, because he was gonna talk at some event or something like that. We live in an upside down clown world, and if you don't think that evil runs the world, it clearly does. They're smashing into people with transport trucks all the time. Like I'm convinced it was probably
okay. That's just poor driving. That's just bad motor skills. I don't think they're doing it on purpose.
Do you know? Yeah, well, I know. Do you know that, like, they don't have rules for the roads, right?
I know. Well, to be fair,
to people who are from the country.
look at their country driving. Like, imagine like an average citizen here trying to drive in that. You'd lose your fucking mind. You wouldn't be able.
I know. I talked with one guy. He's like, I like going to Toronto because it's like India. I was like, drive around to India. You know, I was like, holy fuck, man, it's
horrible.
And at the end of the day, like, there's an accident not far from me, and it was because a transport truck hit some, and I was like, wife's like, you can't always blame it on them, and I'm like, it probably was. Like, it's literally like 400 different deaths last year just because of that. It's an ongoing problem. These people are a problem, and they're definitely trying to kill and erase us. And if you think that's conspiracy theory, you have not paid attention. By the way, nice island attire. Nice touch. Also, the accidents, Ontario has a driving certificate program that allows trucking companies to license drivers rather than the MTO. Yeah, I bet you.
Not even just that, but they also have an insane amount of fraudulent, like, oh, do you want to learn how to drive a truck? Show up to class one day. Here's your license. Bye.
I know.
Like, that's why I mean, like, I don't think necessarily it's. I don't think it's that evil intent. It's just like, we don't give a fuck. Whatever.
Well, when your average IQ is 74, we pick on them a lot, but I'm not gonna stop because you're destroying my country. You're literally, and then claiming you're I'm as Canadian as you. I fucking hate those people. I don't care. I don't like you. Go back to where you fucking came from. You're destroying my world, my homeland, my home, not yours. I'm gonna go. Never mind. So obviously, there's.
Do we sound like our grandfathers when they were talking about the blacks?
Well, it's gonna happen, man. It's gonna happen. And I'm literally friends with Indians, so I have two at work that I am close with, especially the one kid, and I tell him about these issues, and he's aware of it. And I'm like, they all make someone like you look really bad. Because he's tried to modernize and westernize himself and stuff like that.
Okay, this is not an immigration episode.
Yes, no.
We could go on for years, but
yeah, I literally could just yell for 5 hours about how fucking disturbing all the stuff that is going on.
This is Epstein. Is he alive or is he dead?
If true, the world's most notorious trafficker may still be alive, protected by the very same people he once served. Epstein's fortune and power did not appear out of thin air. Many believe he ran a honey trap operation for global intelligence agencies. I miss James Franco. I don't even care anymore. Just you remember the interview?
What do you mean you miss him?
You're trying to honeypot me. I just miss him in movies and stuff. The interview?
He hasn't done any new stuff in a while.
Because he got allegations, bro.
Oh, that's right. I forgot about him. He's a good boy.
Yeah, I know. Speaking of lucky, I had a Jeet tell me that the Ganges get cleaned every day, right? They literally don't. Like, there's so much proof of, like, even my buddy was like, you know, the footage you see online is not, like, at all of India. And I'm like, it's a big part.
Oh, no. Technically, he's right. Technically, they do get cleaned every day. Their forehead gets wiped with hot water. That's about it. They do that because they pray 3 times a day, 4 times a day, or whatever.
That's Muslims.
Oh.
You're mixing up your racism.
I'm just being racist and racism.
But like James Franco got allegations and he literally disappeared. But like, it's that in the interview when he's like, "You trying to honeypot me?" And it's that like good looking chick, and she like takes down her hair and he's like, "You trying to honeypot me? You're not gonna honeypot me." That movie was gold. I don't even care.
I'm gonna go watch it later.
Yeah, it's funny now. Even there was an interview with Seth Rogen, and he was talking about how like the J stuff, and he was mentioning how he doesn't want to go to Israel and it scares him and shit. And I was like, they're starting to expose themselves. You know, his real name is like Rogenstein or something. Same with Jonah Hill's name is like Hillenstein. They all have like, it's something along those lines, very Jewish names, and so many of them in Hollywood change their names.
Well, he's clearly Jewish, yeah.
Yes, they all are.
They don't
because then you would be like, why is there so many Jews in Hollywood? And then it's like, oh.
I get it. I understand.
So Epstein was closely associated with Edmund Baraka. Oh yeah, of course. Former Israeli PM and ex-intelligence officer. So there's these Mossad connections. Baraka was photographed entering Epstein's New York City townhouse years after his conviction. Obviously, then you have former operatives have suggested Epstein was part of an ongoing blackmail project, and his lavish home was wired with cameras. Girls were instructed to lure powerful men into compromising positions, and there was whispers about the CIA. But if you actually have researched any of this stuff, the CIA and Mossad are like this. They're like best friends. You know, they're like strolling down the street, you know, like killing this president over here to install a puppet, and then they're going over here selling drugs to, like, you know, the Bulgarians. You know, it's just like Colombia. They're going to Colombia. Like, all of this stuff is hand in hand. Like, Israel's essentially their connection to the United States government, military, all of the assets has been going on for a very long time. They've been doing this for so long, and it's quite clear. And there's so much evidence to prove that is real.
It is real.
FBI, open up!
Yeah, I haven't heard too many J word ones on your little board there in a bit.
I know, I deleted them all. I gotta get them back in.
Oh, did you? Are you trying to be good?
No, we just were doing other stuff, and I'm like, I gotta stop bringing stuff up. Because like I said on the one episode, it gets discouraging. So all the people that do support, like, share, tell your friends, because like we've got 2 episodes taken off Spotify. You know, it's just like the one that literally just got released, Dustin Nimoy's taken off. Literally with no explanation. They usually give me an email, be like, "This is dangerous content," like they did with
dangerous.
me and MK, Mary Kate, when we were talking about like multiculturalism and nationalism, and we're just having a conversation about how this is detrimental, and there's obviously some sort of a white genocide going on, and that was taken down, and it was labeled as dangerous content. And then I inquired about it, and then they were like, "Oh, it's because you used copyright music. I used my own song at the end of the episode." So that's a lie. That's not true. And then recently the Dustin Nimoy's one, and then they just took down a Kalergi episode off YouTube. So it gets discouraging after time of doing the show, putting the effort into doing long form. Especially the Kalergi plan was like 3 hours plus and breaking this stuff down. So it's just like your support for everybody that listens and watches. It is detrimental that you help the show and get it out there, because we are shadow banned on YouTube. How do we have like over 2,000 people on YouTube, but yet 100 people or 200 people see our episodes? That's crazy. It doesn't make sense. It's not logical. So we're definitely shadow banned, and it's sad. Lex Wexner's Billions, the founder of Brands. Oh yeah. Yo, the connection to the guy that Victoria's Secret essentially handled Epstein's control over his finances. Why? No one has ever explained this. And he's the founder of Victoria's Secret. And he has connections and allegations of him with like kids and stuff, all sorts of disgusting shit. You know, and like I said, we could have kept this show what it used to be, but the thing is, there was something calling me to do something bigger, to just, if I find something interesting, to talk about it, right? Because we used to, you know, play the field a bit. If you could,
well,
dance the line, they say. The dancing.
That wasn't. We weren't dancing, buddy. We were well on the other side.
Well, we were definitely making offensive jokes, but we didn't push like some of this kind of content where it's like questioning the Jays and the history and some of that stuff that you're not supposed to touch. You know?
I think you just watched 2 young 20-year-olds turn 30, and they're like, "Oh, we shouldn't talk about that live anymore."
Yeah, but we still are. Yeah, it's crazy. So, conspiracy. Epstein wasn't operating alone. He was a part of a deep intelligence network, and when he got caught, his death was either sanctioned hit or a cover extraction. And then obviously you have Little St. James Island, nicknamed Pedophile Island, or the connections to Pinocchio, as I've talked about in the show. That it was called like what was the island on Pinocchio? You went there, right? They turned it into a donkey.
That was me. Yeah, for sure.
The guy smoking the big cigar. Pleasure Island. And then we obviously have the Strange Temple. Yeah. A blue and white structure with golden dome-like features, Arabic-style doors, painted shut. The interior details suggest hidden chambers. Some believe it hosted occult ceremonies and rituals of abuse sessions. Obviously, there's underground tunnels, as we described.
Why do they get in if it's all painted shut?
Well, workers have spoken about tunnels leading to secret rooms.
Oh,
there were whispers of soundproof underground facilities. So who knows?
I don't even think you don't need to make it soundproof. If it's underground, I don't think many people are hearing it anyway.
Are you sure?
I don't know. You want to go dig a hole and see what happens?
See how loud I can make you scream? Soundproof a room and then see how long it takes before people hear you fucking suffocating.
It's like this super rich, elaborate plan, and you walk in the room and all it is egg cartons across the walls. We were out of money.
Locals' rumors persist about remains found during early construction, about bones and remains of bodies, but nothing has been obviously confirmed publicly. No shit. Was Epstein experimenting with something more than trafficking? Was the island a black site for mind control, genetic experiments, or ritual abuse? Maybe. What do you think, Billy?
He could have been. There's a very real chance. I don't know. I'm torn.
You don't know what's real?
I don't like the third leg of it. I wish it was just like, is he alive or is he dead? I don't like the also, if he's dead, did he kill himself or was he murdered? I think he's dead, but he was murdered.
Yeah.
I think that's a personal guess.
Billy went to the island.
It was a good island. It was nice.
Few know about Epstein's bankroll bizarre scientific projects. He talked openly about a plan to... This is crazy, okay? I think you'll like this. I don't know if you knew about this. But he openly talked about this plan. He was obsessed with eugenics, as you do, because now we're in dysgenics. Is that what it's called? Yeah. Essentially, they're trying to breed everybody into the dumbest race of people, Kalergi plan, to control and rule over. So you use the places with the lowest average IQ, and you try to integrate them. It's true.
No, sorry, them. The fucking...
Say it, then.
The fucking comment.
Say it.
I wonder if Epstein ever secretly referred to his island as Fantasy Island and had a midget that would say, "Look, boss, the plane." Made me laugh, sorry. Carry on.
Yeah, he's probably out there diddling some kids right now. So this, because obviously, like, we're in this stage of dysgenics, in my opinion, that they're trying to make everyone a dumb, docile, low IQ mongoloid, so then they can just fucking enslave us all. That's the whole idea of the Kalergi plan, is to dilute your DNA and your blood into something that is lower grade. And someone's like, that's racist. And I'm like, well, there is differences between people. They have literally mapped this out of our brains and our genetics, that there is literal differences between races. It's a fact. You can't deny it because they've literally done scientific, there's proof of it. You talked about...
we're all happy to encourage those differences if they're positive for not white people. So like black people are insanely naturally stronger than we are. They have way more muscle mass than we do. Yes, they do.
To some extent.
That's a fact.
Though. So you got to fight them in the water.
Okay, why are you coming up with the negative? My whole point was just saying, like, we're all in agreement that, okay, that genetic's fine because it's a positive.
Name one good thing about Jeets.
They're very, very probably top tier scammers.
Yeah,
more than everyone else.
You can look at that as a positive. Yeah, so we're all mud colored and dumb. That's essentially, they literally speak for yourself, skinny boy. This is a crazy thing, right? So he talked.
No, they do. Anyways,
he talked openly about his plan to impregnate dozens of women to spread his DNA, a twisted eugenics fantasy. I think he might have done it, but he's supposed to got all these women, and he wanted to impregnate all these women, and then to have an army of little Epsteins or something.
That could be a sick blockbuster movie. I'd watch it.
And the thing is, right? It'd be that the most disturbing, disgusting thing that some of the stuff that it does exist in our planet that I truly believe is going on, and there's definitely tons of proof of this, is the idea that there was literally children, and it's guys just because I had a kid, and the fact that this stuff does go on, man, is that there is children that are born just to be sex objects until they wear them out, essentially, and they've openly talked about. Yes, from birth. There is 100% proof of this across the world. And they essentially will kidnap women. This is kind of in Taken to some extent, if you think about that movie. But think about it goes even darker, where they will impregnate those women. They will birth children. Those children will be essentially raised to be prostitutes. This happens all over the world, especially in Arabic countries a lot of times, where they will utilize the women and impregnate them, and then they'll use their kids for essentially just sex objects. And it's fucked up. And that literally happens because that's how sick-minded these people are, is we can just breed sex slaves. Some people in the comments heard about it.
Yeah, it's sad.
It's fucked up, man. A crazy world we live in. Man. What's up, everybody?
There's so much shit. A lot of the fucking, even just children getting taken off the street and shit. Even my brother's constantly talking about where he still lives damn close to where you do, and he's like, dude, I'm seeing on the news every other day. It's child taken, 8 years old, 9 years old, 12 years old.
When you flood our country with a bunch of foreign parasites, I wonder why. And and it's weird. And a lot of you go look up in Canada. If you're in Canada, I don't know if the States are the same. Go look up all of the most wanted lists. Tell me what you see. In all the major cities. There's a pattern. That's why people are like, you're right. And it's not racist. But racism is literally pattern recognition. That is literally
you can't just. All right, fuck.
Whoa, really?
You can't justify racism. There's a
it?
line, and they're saying something happened to me, and I'm upset enough, and I've seen it enough times, or there's other people out there where they're like, I heard that, and I hate all you now. And it's
I know, I agree, because there's low quality white people, that's for sure. There is bad groups of people within all races, obviously. But if there is an overwhelming pattern within certain groups, it's something that we shouldn't really ignore. And there is differences between us, and not saying that in this idea of celebrating differences, it's if I want to experience African culture, Chinese culture, Japanese culture, I should be able to experience that in their homelands, right? So that's always my argument. And I know we have fans that are black, white, Asian, Native, all that stuff, right? right? And I truly don't have anything against anybody. I think that people have been brainwashed in like, well, I hate this because of this, and I hate that because of this, and it's like they've been all like brainwashed. That's why I made like I'm gonna write my own song too called Race War, and like some of the stuff that they're trying to cause division constantly, and people have been so programmed that they'll be like, white people did this, your ancestors are blah blah blah, and they don't even have any evidence to prove that. And the average white person has nothing to do with colonialism decades or hundreds of years ago.
What is every single one of our fucking podcasts and on racism?
I don't know. It's just
every single
so
one.
Prevalent.
It's personal, right?
Yeah.
And I told you, and actually, we seem to have a lot of people in the chat right now. I'm going to say this again if anyone missed it.
Really
I said this. No, I said this on a previous podcast, and I think it's the best answer ever. I think every single man should just start pretending, or at least like get them uncomfortable enough that they think you're actually going to do it. You don't have to do it, but just pretending to just make out with every single man Indian you ever see. Just kill them with love. Be like, oh my God, I love you. And then they'll be scared to leave the house. And then they might not want to be.
I don't know if you ever said that before. I
did. I was like, you kill them with love, man. Like, what are you saying? Like, come here, buddy. And like, no, you come here. No, you come here.
No one is born racist. Racism comes from interacting with other races. And it's like, listen, and I just want to make this last statement, just obviously because this gets brought up or whatever. Like, I truly don't have anything against anybody, but at the end of the day, as a whole, as people in general, white people are probably the least racist. Compared to like talk to a Chinese person, talk to a Japanese, talk to another race about what they think about another race. Like, it's just naturally, inherently in our DNA.
I understand. And how doesn't it work?
Jews were like, don't talk. We're all the same, everybody. We're all the same. Now you flood your countries with people that shouldn't belong there.
Now, what's the worst part though? Is breeding hate. Hate breeds more hate at the end of the day. You hate somebody, you want to get mad at them, you're frustrated with them, and you want to preach your side. Doesn't matter how fucking right you are. Doesn't matter. You just encourage that behavior times 10.
Yeah, and the thing is, at the end of the day, that's why I'm like, this is not like hateful or whatever. It's just love for your own people. For your own. I love Canada.
Extra love them.
I used to love. Then they'll want to stay. We don't want that.
No, they won't. I wouldn't want to. If I was out in Japan and like every Japanese dude was trying to make out with me, I'd be out pretty quickly.
I disavow this strategy. Yeah, no kissing Indian man sounds like a bad idea. Being racist is about loving your own race.
We might lose a couple to herpes, but like.
I agree with this. Being racist is about loving your own race enough to continue it, not hate. As I know, like I literally have friends. We had. There was a co-host that was fucking gay on the show that turned trans. That's crazy. Alex is half black. Like, we've had like, me and Billy, especially, I've had friends of all different walks of life. I had a native on the show to talk about like bringing us together. Something's got to be done. Us always fighting each other and going to destroy all of our homelands and all of our lives to enslave us all. It's not going to help anybody. The more that we fight each other, the worse it's going to be. We got to convince all of the people to leave. Be like, look if you leave.
I feel like my plan's good.
Okay, so obviously the weird thing. I think Billy would love this plan to impregnate a bunch of women with your seed.
Why would I love that?
Because you can make all the whitest Mexicans ever.
Oh, fair enough. It's a good race. It's not bad.
That's true. So he funded scientific research, transhumanism, and neurology. He hosted tons of dinners with these essentially doctors and physicists, AI researchers, and genetics, bragging about reshaping humanity. Well, when you have last name Epstein, I wonder where that comes from. So, and he was obsessed with all these like eugenics and stuff and AI, even back then, like Steve Jobs was talking about AI in like, I think the 90s. Like, it's crazy how long this stuff has gone on, if you know what I'm saying.
Mm-hmm.
So as I was saying, before I lost my page.
With our insane tangent there, that always seems to happen.
I'll try not to do it anymore. I did the race war episode with Jules, and I was like, all right, I gotta stop talking about this because it's like making me depressed. I don't like what my country's turning into, and it actually makes me legitimately mad. So some theorized Epstein was connected to the programs experimenting on trafficking victims, drug-based trauma-based mind control, like MK Ultra style, even genetic tinkering. Another fringe but persistent theory, Epstein's death was it wasn't just about silencing him, it was about ceremony. It was I don't know why, but they're saying there's a cult aspects to it. It was like a ceremony, which I have an episode about the cult we're going to get into. The island's temple, strange outlay, owl imagery. Can someone say Bohemian Grove? And in like this kind of this Masonic design suggests ritualistic architecture. And then the archaeological timing, the astrology, I can't talk right now. The stars, bro. Astrology.
Space.
Is it fake?
Nailed it.
Death, alive, fake, gay? We don't know. So the island's temple was strange outlay, as I said. And then obviously there's like the astrological timing. His death coincided with a significant lunar phase, often tied to occult calendars. And if you investigate, I have to edit that out of the audio. Hopefully I'll remember to do that.
That was some shit.
And if you start like studying the stuff of the connection to like the Saturn cult and stuff like that, and like why there's the Star of Remphan, which is the Star of David, which was never found or mentioned even in the Bible. I gotta play something. There's one more. There's this lady. Let's play this, and then and obviously there's Masonic.
Oh my God, are you gonna play? Oh, never mind. No, you're not doing this. This is Epstein. Sorry, I thought you were gonna play the target lady.
Researchers point out connections between some Epstein associates and secret societies like Skull and Bones. So maybe Epstein was a willing participant in dark rituals, and his death was part of some network, a sacrifice or coded message to others. So let's play this one.
Second time that I saw Mr. Trump was same scenario. He was onlooking at an orgy, and Tiffany came over to me and said that Donald Trump had requested that I perform oral sex on him. He came in, and I was basically tied to a bed with pantyhose, and
do you love this voice?
He tied him, and they were so tight it hurt to even like lay there, and I tried to say something, and it was like, you just, shut up, shut up, bitch, this is, it was basically like he was being
Is he
really,
Richard
really
Ramirez?
and I started to get scared, and he was, basically like ripping my clothes off, and I was actually I got freaked out. I just turned into this animal. It's like a completely different person. I couldn't do anything about it.
You mean to make fun of the victim? That was just, you told me to shut up, bitch.
Shut up, bitch!
No, sorry. This is about Donald Trump, though, she said?
Yeah. That he was implicated in watching over this orgy.
At the beginning, all I could picture was like him like talking to his bro. He's like, hey, I think she's hot. Can you go tell her to blow me? Tell her. I'm nervous. go tell her.
Go tie her up for me. Go tie her up.
Tell her for me. I want to tell her it's scary.
Her necklace was a stone used in the ritual. I get that they disguise her voice, but couldn't they do better? Like, it reminds me of, what's that? Those,
you could hear her voice, and then the auto-tune was out.
You know those. You know those.
Hear it.
You know those those voice changers you could get as a kid from like the dollar store or
That's
something
what it sounded like.
It literally sounded like one of those like alien things that you would get. And you're like, look, I'm talking like an alien. You buy it from like the fair or some shit.
You got that from the dollar store?
Or the fair or something. The dollar store used to have like wild shit, bro. Me and my cousins, we were like emo. We used to get like piercings and stuff like that, and like cool ass earrings, and it's changed a lot.
Dollar store is where I go
cigarettes.
for
I'm just kidding.
paper now.
Just buy one cigarette. The series, the voice was wild. Let's just get out of this last one. Let's do this. I'm sorry. I can't help that. Like, this is what trauma has done to my mind. I need to make fun of these things because it's so bad. Where I'm like, yes, let's just dance along to this song, showing a video of Ghislaine's and Maxwell's connections to child trafficking, and most of the higher up elites. Strange Brew goes K-pop. So obviously, Epstein isn't the only one gone. Jean-Luc Boulel, Epstein's alleged recruiter in Europe, found hanged, Billy's favorite word, in a Paris prison in 2022.
Fucking stupid word.
Didn't know that. That's weird. Steve Offenberg.
Come on. That's a symbol if I've ever heard one.
Longtime business associate found dead under suspicious circumstances in 2022. Other staff and pilots vanished from public view, their testimonies never heard. A systematic elimination of witnesses, maybe? Anyone with direct knowledge gets silent. And eventually, if we do cover this stuff, which I want to get into like the Pizzagate stuff a little bit, literally Hillary Clinton, there's like, I can't remember, it's like 60 people or something that was like offed. I was going to say earlier too, like there is like supposedly like 10,000 different videos of them abusing kids. That's crazy. And then like, especially with like the Hillary Clinton stuff of like, there was like cops supposedly throwing up at the Wiener laptop and shit like that. And then obviously all these cops just mysteriously disappear. Why did that happen?
There's another downside to AI. If videos weren't easily being able to be manipulated, those would maybe be taken a lot more seriously.
And yeah, how would you know? We're getting to a place with AI that we won't know what's real and not real. And they've obviously
it's already pretty close. I'm even caught up watching videos and I'm like, holy fuck, I'm 45 seconds in. I'm like, I didn't even fucking know
There was one video and it was like a podcast. So great. Somebody said that. She's like, well, you put all your stuff on the internet. Someone's going to take you and make you say something. And I'm like, well, I think it's too late for me. That's Aaron's favorite sound effect. Yeah, it's 10K plus videos. Definitely over 100. No, there's like, think about the files that they probably had. I'm sure they had stuff. Lots of stuff. So much stuff. So perhaps the biggest smoking gun. What we don't know, Ghislaine Maxwell was convicted of trafficking minors, but to who? The court sealed the client list. Names from the flight log include Bill Clinton, Prince Andrew, Kevin Spacey, and of course Alan Dershowitz, and even Chris Tucker.
Not Tucker.
Literally.
No.
Can you do a Chris Tucker impression?
No.
No. A loud, high pitch. What's that? What's from Friday?
I gotta hear it.
You just got knocked the fuck out. You know. You know what I'm talking about.
Right.
Why aren't these names being prosecuted? Probably because the system protects its own. And
Because it's Chris Tucker. No one gives a fuck.
Kevin Spacey loved boys specifically. Like there are some disturbing allegations about Kevin Spacey, man. AI is getting very scary. I know numerous. The fact that I can create music that is so epic and like it sounds so real. I'm literally like I enjoy and literally I want to do it to push certain stuff. Like I'm using it to create me beats that I actually really want to use, stuff like that. I'll expose myself a bit. I write all my own music. I'm never gonna stop doing that. I don't want to take creativity out of people. So if you haven't yet, go to Spotify, look up The Raptillion, go to Apple Music, YouTube, look up The Raptillion and go follow me on there, listen to my music. But the fact that if I can use music to convey a message and even utilize it, but mostly, I even said the way, I'm using this because I like it. Because I'm making music that I want to listen to. You know, and then I'm in my car and then it's like, no white guilt, you won't good. You know, so there's a good song called I got 2 more songs about no white guilt coming out, so be prepared for those. People that try to make sense of it say he was convicted trafficking. Jeffrey, yeah, and then it stopped, and there's no answers, no satisfying anything. Think info went to the feds and Mossad handlers. He was just a facilitator for sure. He probably was. So here we go. We're all the points. Whether you believe Epstein was murdered, extracted, or sacrificed, one fact remains. The official narrative does not add up. His death stopped a global scandal in its tracks. His networks remain largely intact with secrets buried deeper than ever. So, you know, what do we really think is going on, right? So, I don't like that one.
That's scary stuff.
So Jeffrey Epstein, is he rotting in some unmarked grave? Or is he on a beach somewhere protected by the same cabal he helped build?
Maybe.
Was he murdered to shut him up?
Maybe.
Or was he whisked away he was too valuable to lose? One thing is certain. The truth did not die in that cell. It's still out there somewhere.
No.
Hidden behind layers of power, money, and fear.
Is it?
And on Strange Brew, we'll keep digging. Because the world deserves to know what happened to Jeffrey Epstein and why his shadow still stretches across the globe.
That's a long shadow.
Yeah. So, and we'll talk about the Israel connections because I think it would be a good idea. I don't probably.
Yeah. Yeah. Will it?
I don't know anymore. So yeah, it's just a bizarre. Obviously. A lot of weird things going on, everybody, and it's going to get weirder. It's going to get... Jeffrey Epstein's estate got $112 million tax refund. That's
after he died?
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah, 2023.
Yeah, it's not
Wait,
wild.
1 sec. Go back.
Sorry.
Former resident of the U.S. Virgin Islands sold for... Oh, okay, so it's sold for $60
some
million.
weirdo bought it.
Yeah, but so how did he get $112 million tax refund? Oh, okay. Well, if you leverage everything against it, I guess.
Do not cross. He's dead in there somewhere. It's like his cell. So I don't know.
You can always see the face. The face is the same thing. It's same as Kevin Spacey's. Like those dead ass fucking eyes.
Yeah. He's probably done some crazy stuff. Like there's
probably, but now here's the question: Is
he a reptilian?
Okay. Well, okay.
And it doesn't matter if he's dead or alive because he's out there somewhere in a different astral form.
I more or less meant this is just what you know about. Was he murdered? Was this like way fucking worse people that he was a pawn? He was a newbie to the game. And there are so much worse shit that they're like, we kind of let him know a little bit. Fuck, kill him.
Yes. Check out the Raptillion on music platforms and Maybe. Red Ensign Remains. I'm on the fence. I'm not really sure if I believe that he's alive or if he's dead. I think that they definitely he didn't kill himself. He didn't unalive himself. I can't even say that on YouTube. It's so dumb. I want to get fucking shot at me and stuff. He didn't unalive himself. For sure. There's some weird connections going on with that. Soon, I tried to get it, and it messed up, and I did not like it, but I'm going to get you a new fun fact of the day with AI, and I'm just gonna make it a crazy epic.
No, I didn't mind. That's me. Don't take me away from me.
It's time for Billy's Fun Fact of the Day!
Pew, pew,
This one made me really happy because I've been fighting my girlfriend for a while about wanting to get a pig, and I want a pig. I want a house pig. And
you've said for literally years you're gonna get a house pig. It's never
I
happened
know,
yet.
but everyone keeps fucking fighting me on it. I want a fucking house pig. There's an uninhabited island in the Bahamas known as Pig Beach. It is entirely populated only by swimming pigs. There's no humans. It's just swimming pigs there.
Just a bunch of cops in a pool or something?
No, they're good boys. They're good pigs.
What? So I need more details.
One sec, here, I'll show you.
It's a whole island full of, what's the difference between a land pig and a swim pig?
Well, really probably nothing. They just like to swim.
What does Kermit's fingers smell like?
I don't know, Miss Piggy?
Bacon.
Yeah.
Wait,
There
you
it
have a
is.
girl? You already have a house pig? That's so ruthless. That is ruthless. Holy fuck.
Yeah, y'all can get fucked.
They're obviously kidding, but that's fucking ruthless.
They're all mean. Look at these piggies. They're
That
good
was
boys.
rude, sorry.
Look at
All right,
this.
let's bring up.
People go there to visit.
So what? Did they just
They're
breed
just
like
good
that in that island?
Yeah, they just chill there. They're just swimming pigs.
That's where
and
Epstein
people go
went.
there for vacation and shit. So like they were
Weird.
natural there, I guess.
So strange, man. You know.
I like it. That one's got
Well,
lot
there's
of
a whole
business.
island of pigs. I like that it kind of connected to Epstein, though. That's actually quite funny. So everybody that watched and that will listen, please support the show. As I've said, it gets discouraging sometimes. Pig Beach looks like Florida. That's hilarious. Like that one. But like, support the show, share it, tell your friends, tell your grandma, tell your aunt, tell your uncle, especially if he's anti-Semitic, you know, all this fun stuff. So support the show, support my music would be much appreciated. I'm almost at 1,000 people on Spotify. It would help me out, get it out there. I'm constantly banned. I just got I get up to 50,000 followers, taken down 70. All the times I've like TikTok banned me again. For like, I'm like, oh, I got to 5,000 people. Oh, banned. Oh, I got to 10,000. Oh, banned. Like constantly. And I'm like, I'm just trying to like, and most of that account was just talking about what it means to be Canadian and who the Canadian people are and what our heritage and culture is and how we should embrace it. And that's like just like the blatant truth is taken down. But check out the Reptilian on all music platforms, and Red Ensign remains. I think you guys will enjoy it. I have more stuff to come. Like if I can utilize AI to create music that I want to enjoy that is based on my culture and heritage, I will do that, even though I'm not really a huge fan of AI. But it's able to create things like this that I really enjoy. Like this is cool. I'm in a bar. I'm in a Strange Brew bar right now.
That's kind of neat.
One day, maybe if you guys support us enough, we'll create one. We'll create a beer. We'll do something. But right now,
I want to do that.
I would love to create a beer called Strange Brew at some point. Like that'd be
All right,
the goal.
you need to move down to New Brunswick. We'll do it.
I'm trying. I want to get out of this Ontario bowl. But support the show. Much appreciated. Like, comment on the main page, off of the live, all that stuff. If you're watching this on I guess I'm starting to release videos on Spotify too. But if you're listening, yeah, check out Spotify. You can go back. There's videos I've been adding from older episodes. So check that out. All podcast platforms. If you're listening, definitely like, subscribe, share, tell your friends. Your support means more than you think. We are a homegrown, basement-dwelling, podcaster as two best friends just talking shit on over a microphone. Billy needs to start freestyle rapping in Low German. We used to do that after episodes. Most times when me and Billy would record.
It's so fucking wild seeing fans from so long ago that they know that shit.
Yeah, so funny.
That's fucking awesome.
Just wait for an AI song that eventually will come up. There's some that I want.
Fucking hella hunt.
I need to share with Aaron and stuff, and have Aaron on the show with hopefully all three of us more often, because that'll be a little more fun. But yeah, just to support all the stuff, it means a lot. And there's been people here for a long time, and after the show, me and Billy used to sit there and we used to freestyle. That was like part of the show. We would just like be drunk in a basement and.
Guess what?
What?
We're doing a live show, right?
Yeah.
Next week?
Yeah, well, take off.
Yes.
Next week in person?
Is it next week already?
Yeah, dude. Well,
I figured it out. I'm gonna kick Chelsea out of the house.
With your kid?
She's gonna go to her mom's.
With Mini
so
Billy?
We can have the living room because no names. I gotta try to God knows the people that are after me. Yeah, my child's name is Billy. We'll figure that out. I don't know if we have to go live for it, but we'll fake live it later. But we'll be able to at least film. We'll be able to film. I have an idea of how we're gonna do it. I'm not gonna be able to transfer all this equipment and stuff downstairs and stuff. So we'll figure it out. But essentially, me and Billy won't be able to record an in-person episode. So I'm excited because that's where the heart of the show is and was until he left me. It's
for a better life.
I miss my boy. And now he's just crawling through attics, trying to prove that Anne Frank's diary was real.
Dude, I just want to see cool shit. That's all I want.
I know. All right, support the show. We love you guys. I appreciate you guys as fans. I appreciate all the people that are new fans, all that stuff. I love you guys. From going from a show that we used to tell our fans to fuck off at the end, like, okay, now you can leave, fuck off. We do love you guys.
Oh, we don't do that anymore?
No.
Damn it.
Okay, enough shilly. Let's go.
All right, bye-bye.